Ladies and gentlemen, this is a message transmitted by the Civil Defence and the New Zealand government. Our beloved country is in a terrible end. The American virus, known to be K17PXY or Plaxiavirus, has made the entirety of New Zealand collapse. Since the first case was reported at Wellington's airports 3 weeks ago, the virus began to exponentially double on infections, in some cities, tripling infections day by day. There are many variants that circulated New Zealand and none of them were contained at all. Many countries globally are overrun, starting with the Dominican Republic, first country to fall to Plaxiavirus. Society in New Zealand is broken. There are no more traces of normalcy left ever coming our way. Infrastructure is absolutely destroyed. We hoped this virus would be contained with all of our measures and best efforts we can do. But no. Despite best we could do, we failed to contain it very miserably. Starting tomorrow at 9:00 a.m., supply will no longer be available. So that means if you don't have supplies, get them immediately. The military and police are overrun. Very few people remain residents to the country by either fleeing for safety or had the virus turning into a zombie or euthanizing themselves to keep others safe. The government has ceased functioning, meaning it will not be able to rely on the government nor military for any sort or forms of protection. The army has failed to defend the capital, Wellington, after the origin of the Plaxiavirus arriving to New Zealand. Millions are dead or missing. The Prime Minister has been confirmed either dead or missing. Worse, the virus can bypass the immune system and hijack the brain, which invites a bloodthirsty rage. And even worse, people who get it will go insane. You must have weapons and supplies, symptoms of which are fever, sweating, diarrhea, muscle fatigue, vomiting, shortness of breath, extreme thirst, high body temperature, abdominal cramps, signs of animalistic behavior, and bloodshot eyes. You are advised to avoid major population centers, as they have more people. That means more infections, and you're less likely to survive in these areas. America and the rest of the North and South American countries collapsed. Society globally has collapsed, and New Zealand has fallen. Please stay prepared at all times to minimize Plaxiavirus particles from infecting you and getting into your house. This is the final broadcast of the New Zealand Emergency Alert System. Goodbye and farewell. May God keep you all safe and bless you through this catastrophic event. Our national anthem will be played one last time.
ההודעה הבאה מועברת על ידי ממשלת ישראל וכוח ההגנה הישראלי. נא להקשיב להתראה זו בזהירות. נגיף אפלקסיה הדביק בשבוע האחרון אנשים רבים בישראל. התיקים עומדים כעת על 4 מיליון. ידוע שהנגיף עוקף את המערכת החיסונית וחוטף את המוח, יוצר ומסית זעם צמא דם. מאז, ערים רבות מצויות באי סדר וכאוס פרץ בכמה ערים מרכזיות. עכשיו, בגלל זה, הממשלה לא עשתה ברירה אלא לנטוש את תחום השיפוט שלה באזור הדרום. סליחה, אבל זה נעשה. כדי להאריך את ההישרדות לעם הזה. ארצנו האהובה עלולה בסופו של דבר ליפול בקרוב בגלל כמות האנשים שנדבקים במחלה זו מדי יום. צפוי שמדינה זו תנעל את שאר שטחי ישראל, וחוק צבאי ייכנס לתוקף. כל מי שינסה לצאת יורה מיד במקום. הליך לוודא שאתה אטום כל חור חיצוני של הבית שלך בכל עת כדי להיות בטוח. אחרת, תתכווץ והותמו תוך 10 דקות של זיהום. התסמינים הם כדלקמן: חום, הזעה, שלשולים, הקאות, עייפות שרירים, צמא קיצוני, קוצר נשימה, עיניים דומות, טמפרטורת גוף גבוהה וסימנים של התנהגות חייתית. תסמינים נדירים הם ציסטות, פרנביה, בלבול, הקאות דם וצפצופים. היו דיווחים על גרסאות חדשות כגון SE, PXS והגרסה PRC, גרסה שהגיעה ממדינה זו. אם יש לך תסמינים אלה, הרדמי את עצמך. אם למישהו יש את התסמינים האלה, הרד אותם. יעוררו בהם זעם רצחני. אם לא תעשה זאת, התוצאה היא מעבורך ועבור יקירך. אל תלכו לאזורים צפופים וחול. מחיר, במיוחד לערים שבהן יש יותר נגועים. זה גרם לאמריקה ליפול, ובקרוב ישראל עלולה ליפול אם לא ינקטו פעולה כלל. זה מסכם את עדכון הפלקסיאווירוס. היה שלום.
The following message is transmitted by the Israeli government and the Israeli Defense Force. Please listen to this alert carefully. The Plaxiavirus has for the last week infected many people of Israel. Cases are now standing at 4 million. The virus is known to bypass the immune system and hijack the brain, creating and inciting a bloodthirsty rage. Ever since then, many cities are in disarray and chaos has broke out in some major cities. Now, due to this, the government has took no choice but to abandon its jurisdiction in the south region. Sorry, but this was made to prolong survival to this nation. Our beloved country may end up falling soon due to the amount of people contracting this disease every day. It is expected that this country will lock down the remaining areas of Israel. And martial law will come into effect. Anyone attempting to exit will be immediately shot on sight. You must make sure you seal every outside hole of your house at all times to be safe. Otherwise, you will contract it and die in 10 minutes of infection. Symptoms are as follows: fever, sweating, diarrhea, vomiting, muscle fatigue, extreme thirst, shortness of breath, bloodshot eyes, high body temperature, and signs of animalistic behavior. Rare symptoms are cysts, paranoia, confusion, vomiting blood, and wheezing. There were reports of new variants such as SE, PXS, and the variant, PRC, a variant that came from this country. If you have these symptoms, euthanize yourself. If someone has these symptoms, euthanize them. They will be incited a homicidal rage. Failing to do so, results in terror for you and your loved ones. Do not go to densely populated areas at all costs, especially cities where there is more infected. This has made America fall, and soon Israel may fall if action is not taken at all. This is concluding the Plaxiavirus update.